王家の命と暗殺貴族トゥアハーデの信念に基づき排除する。
命中。
次に排除するのは
Top 10 new isekai animes. Regardless of what kind of chaos the world might fall into, an isekai enthusiast is always on the lookout for new isekai animes to consume and enjoy. And so, taking that into account, we have compiled a list of the top 10 new isekai animes. All of them are either ongoing or have only recently ended in the past few months. Well then guys, shall we begin? Number 10. KENJA no DESHI wo NANORU KENJA. The protagonist named Sakemori Kagami is a hardcore player of a popular virtual reality game called Arc Earth Online. He is about as good as one can get, and in the game he has the outward appearance of a wise elderly bearded wizard, just like how it is in mythologies. One day, as he uses a certain item to spice up his avatar, he turns himself into a young girl. However, while the man was only playing around, when he woke up the next day he realized that he is still in the world of the game, and furthermore, the game now feels a lot more realistic than it ever was. Now how will he continue his new life as the little girl?
Washi, kawaii.
いやいや、いろいろおかしいだろ。いきなり全裸の美少女に求婚されるとかさ。だってこの世界に来る前の俺は。
Number 9. The Fruit of Evolution. Before I knew it, my life had it made. This story takes place one ordinary day when a self-proclaimed god hacks a school's intercom, tells the students to gather around in pairs and prepare themselves because they are about to venture off to another world. There, they all will be given special skills so that they can achieve the ultimate task of defeating the Demon King. However, unfortunately, the constant bullied boy named Seiichi Hiragi is left out. No one paid him much heed, and because he didn't have a partner, he was left behind. Be that as it may, he is sent anyways. Though, by some twist of fate, he ends up far away from the whereabouts of his classmates and in the middle of nowhere. Now, how will he survive this unfamiliar land where no one is coming to his aid? Well, luckily for him, he finds a solution soon enough. A certain fruit is about to make his life a lot more colorful than it ever was.
NANI?危ない。お前が言うか。
いい天気。ん？高め。お。
Number 8. World of LEADALE. Basically, this is a story of a girl's new beginning in an already familiar land. Kena Kagami was amongst the greatest players of a game called LEADALE. Her epithet was Silver Rings Witch. She had acquired a great prestige, and it was only during her time in the world of LEADALE that she truly felt like herself. Unfortunately, an accident ends her life. Though she wakes up yet again, she's in the body of her avatar, but while her stats are over the roof, things around her and the land she knew it have both changed. How will she live her new life?
移動速度上昇を選択。よし。綺麗ですね、ウィル。
本当に綺麗だった。
Number 7. Sahate no Paladin. A man lived quite a mundane life until his death, but is then reborn into a new world. When he opens his eyes, he finds a skeleton, a ghost, a mummy around him. The three of them work together to raise the boy as if he's their own son. He is named Will. The skeleton teaches him how to fight. The ghost teaches him the art of magic, while the mummy teaches him what he needs to know about faith and responsibility. They are all genuinely kind and lovely. However, when Will grows up, he decides to set out on a journey. Now, what kind of a reality awaits this young man? Number 6. Spirit Chronicles. As you can expect, a 20-year-old college student named Haruto dies because of the traffic. He has lived quite an unfortunate life, but just like that, he wakes up in the body of a young boy and in a totally unfamiliar fantasy world. Soon enough, his personality and memories merge with the body he has woken up in, and he also realizes that he now possesses magical powers. The boy makes his mark by saving a young princess from her kidnapper, and in turn, earning the king's favor. He is given the opportunity to enroll in a royal academy, and so it begins, a new chapter in his life. Alright guys, a quick question here. If you were given a chance to live in an isekai, which of these fantasy worlds would you prefer? Don't shy away from answering, guys. It's for research purposes. Also, like and subscribe. It's always appreciated. Well then, let's get back to the list.
やるぞ神宮寺。
ああ、俺たちで魔王とやらを倒す。
俺がこいつを好きになる前に。
Number 5. Life with an ordinary guy who reincarnated into a total fantasy knockout. Here we have an isekai adventure comedy. A seemingly uninterested man as well as his charming best friend are summoned to another world. Interestingly, their summoner is a stunning bare-naked goddess, though she messed up and accidentally turned the man into a beautiful young girl. Now, in order to get back to his actual physical appearance, he has to accompany his best friend on a journey to go and defeat the Demon King. Well now, how weird can this journey get?
転んでしまった。
大丈夫か、立花。
すまん、神宮寺。もう歩けないかもしれない。
Number 4. How a realist hero rebuilt the kingdom. A 19-year-old man named Kazuya was left all alone after the death of his grandfather. But then, almost out of the blue, he is transported to a small kingdom in another world. He is there to be the people's hero. They want him to destroy the Demon King's army and return their kingdom back to prosperity. Unbeknownst to them, Kazuya had different plans. He decided to rebuild the kingdom's economy from scratch by stepping forth as its king. He also got engaged to the princesses and then actively started seeking out people who can help him create a prosperous kingdom. Number 3. The Dungeon of Black Company. People have dreams. We all have dreams. The protagonist of this anime, Kinji Ninomiya, dreamed of a self-sustainable, neat lifestyle. And he did. He finally achieved his dream and also started looking down on people who were living paycheck to paycheck. But just when he is ready to laze around, his entire life turns upside down. The man is abruptly transported to another world and has to make a living by working for a mining company. However, he hasn't given up yet. Instead of conforming to the company's policies, he decides to get rich by himself and attain financial freedom yet again. But will he be able to do that, especially considering how he is now in another world? Number 2. The world's finest assassin gets reincarnated in another world as an aristocrat. The story begins with the world's finest assassin almost getting silenced by the very organization to whom he had sworn his lifelong allegiance to. This does a number on him and he is emotionally devastated. But then, out of sheer luck, or maybe because of the plot, he has an audience with a god who sees his abilities and gives him the opportunity of getting reincarnated into a world of magic. Though he has to fulfill a certain goal, he must slay the world's hero. Just like that, he is reborn as the son of a noble family of assassins. Before long, the man learns that there is a lot more to assassinations than what he had known. He continues to improve and make sure that the goal of slaying the hero doesn't leave his sight. Number 1. Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy. The protagonist named Makoto Misumi is unaware of a certain contract which was agreed upon by his parents and a goddess, but because of this contract he is sent to another world in order to become its hero. Though things don't go as smoothly as one would expect, not only is his hero title revoked, he is also deemed to be hideous by this world's deity. He is granted the ability to understand all but the human language and is then driven off to the farthest edges of the land where even the concept of human civilization is nothing more than a distant dream. Makoto awakens his ability and he starts becoming stronger. Soon enough, he is noticed by all sorts of mythical beings who came forth and joined him in his crusade to build a community where everyone can exist in harmony. Be that as it may, Makoto's heart longs for actual human interaction. How can he fulfill this longing? That's all, folks. Now guys, what did you think of these animes? Have you watched them? Are you watching them? Or are you planning on watching them? Share your thoughts in the comment section down below. Press that like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe, and leave a comment saying I subscribe, and I'll personally reply to your comment. And as always, don't forget to answer my questions from before. Well then, I'll see you guys on my next video.